Hello, this is a video that is dedicated to helping to provide some knowledge to help heal our veterans from the trauma of war. Now, most people who are probably going to be watching this video, or most ex-soldiers that are probably going to be watching this video, are going to be thinking, well, you haven't experienced what I've experienced. You haven't been through what I've been through. No, I can't relate to the effect that the trauma is having on you, maybe at this time. So no, I can't really relate to how much it is affecting you. But I can relate to the kind of emotional experiences that you're having. You are experiencing negative emotions. You are experiencing emotions such as fear, anger, and sorrow. These are emotions that you are going to be experiencing inevitably as a result of your pain, because your pain on some level is delusional. You believe that your past defines your self-worth. You believe that your past defines your existence. Now, this is the problem with soldiers. This is the problem with veterans. They don't understand that they have been systematically conditioned by the army for so long into believing that there is, well, not to offend you, not to offend any of the veterans, because this is to help you. This isn't to, I've only made this video because I'm not really happy about the lack of support that our veterans get, the lack of compassion that they're given in, times when they are very traumatically affected by, when this pain comes up, because at some point this pain is going to come up. And the very ideology of the army, the way that they condition our soldiers, they condition our soldiers into believing that there is some kind of impregnability to pain. There isn't. Okay? There is no impregnability to pain. A soldier's ideology of impregnability is on some level delusional, on the basis that they are inevitably going to be affected by the trauma of war. Okay? So this video is here only to help you. It's not to offend anybody. It's to help you. So the most important thing you have to understand about pain is that you need discernment. You need to have discernment of the delusions that you're buying into, because you're obviously deluded into believing that your past defines you. You're obviously deluded into believing that your past defines your self-worth. You may even be hearing voices telling you to kill yourself. So now it's important to figure out why you're hearing these kind of voices. People might think, oh, it's because I'm schizophrenic. Because no, it's not that. Now, this is going to require that you trust me and that you believe in what I say, okay? Because I am a spiritually awakened person. I have spiritually awoken myself, and I can relate to you as far as emotional pain goes, because I've confronted a lot of it. And I'm on the path to spiritual ascension. And to be honest with you, I'm not really far from there. So I've got through most of my pain. I've confronted most of my pain, and I've had a lot of experience with it, and I've experienced the same kind of negative emotions that you have as a result of experiencing your pain. So the thing is that you're trapped in you're entrenched in the delusion of your pain right now. Which is why you're also experiencing a lot of emotion. You may be crying a lot. You may be angry at the fact that it's not going away and it's haunting you like a ghost. The thing is, the only way to deal with this, unfortunately, is if you are consistently confronting it every day of your life. You have to bring out that part of yourself that is human again, because you've been cut off from that human empathy. And this is starting to come out. This part of you is starting to come out. This part of you that is human is starting to come out because you've been conditioned to be cold-hearted in the eyes of the enemy. You've been conditioned to just go out there in the battlefield without any emotions and just kill. So you're becoming confronted with a part of yourself that you've been suppressing for so long in the army. It's not just the pain of you experiencing war. It's the pain of you actually being abused by the army too. There's also pain of abuse that you've experienced being conditioned to being a soldier in the army. So you've also stored pain within yourself and buried pain within yourself that's relevant to your conditioning too. Not just the trauma of war, not just the trauma of seeing people die, people being blown up, people being shot and killed. So, but the idea that the army has of soldiers being unaffected by the trauma of war is delusional. A soldier is always going to be affected by that. So the reality is, you have to understand that there is a reality to your existence that is above all discerning. That you are not defined through being a soldier. You are not defined through being in the army. You are not even defined by your past. None of this truly defines you. On some level, you're deluded into believing that you're being defined through all this. None of it defines your self-worth. Now, it's hard. I know that some soldiers have a lot of difficulty letting go of the idea of being a soldier because that's all they've ever known. They may have just lived a majority of their lives as a soldier and think like, well, if I can't be a soldier, then what can I be? What's the point of me in being here? And what's the point of me in being alive if I can't be a soldier? This is where it gets dangerous because you're deluded into believing that, being a soldier defines your self-worth, that it defines your very existence, and you could easily kill yourself because of it. So I'm saying you've got to understand that none of this defines your self-worth as a human being. And there's a lot of delusional conditioning from your past that is trying to conceal the true reality behind the worth of your existence. And you have to understand that. You have to understand that what you're experiencing, regardless of what it is, regardless of what delusional pain it is, traumatic pain, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to identify it as, it's all delusional. And it's all there to conceal the reality of your self-worth, that nothing defines you, that your existence is, in truth, without definition and unchangeable, because your soul is immortal. There is no, your body's mortal and your body will die. Inevitably, yes, the body is condemned to die when it's born, but your soul is immortal. There is no, and I've had experiences, I've had spiritual experiences, I've came out of my body, I've seen my body lying there in my spirit body, so I know I'm not my body. I've had out-of-body experiences where I've even seen my body lying there, empty, like an empty vessel. So I'm saying, death is not the end, my friend. And, so you are a soul in a body. And this is, and I've experienced this because I've spiritually awoken myself, and I've had these experiences. I've had these experiences to achieve this kind of validation. So you got to understand that there's a greater level of self-worth to your life, and you have to discern that, and you have to take the opportunity to see through this bullshit. You need to take your life back, because this is trying to take your life. This is trying to ruin your life. So you have to love yourself enough to take your life back and live your life the way you want to. Yeah, and the crazy thing about this is, like, a soldier's not really tested in when he's in the army when he's doing all these things, because all this pain's suppressed when he's doing all this. When he's in active duty, he's not really becoming confronted with this pain. It's when he leaves the army that he may become confronted with it. Or when he's close to leaving the army, or it may even come up suddenly to the point where he's no longer fit to be of service to the army, so the army discharge him. And then the next thing you know, they send counsellors there to your home. They send them for a couple of weeks, and then they send them for a month, and then they send them to 6 months, and then they leave you to rot. And you don't know what to do. So I'm saying that there's nothing pansy-like about feeling your emotions, about feeling what it means to be human. Okay, this is perfectly natural. You're a human being. You're not a fucking T-800. You're not a machine. All right? You're a man with emotions. You're not a fucking machine. You're not a robot. You're a human being, and you have a conscience. But don't fall for the tricks. Don't fall for the things that try to trick you into killing yourself. Because these are all tricks. And this is all natural selection on a psychological level, where your pain is trying to wipe you out. It's trying to take you out. It's trying to kill you. Okay? And you can't fall for this shit. Okay? Because if you do, you're going to kill yourself. And I don't want that. Nobody else wants that. Because I love the veterans. I love the soldiers of this country. And this is the only reason I made this video. It's because I love you, and because I love all of the other soldiers who have served this country. And I'm proud of them. And I'm proud of you. So I'm saying you have to learn to discern the delusion of your pain. Because if you don't, it will take you out. You have to learn to practice meditation. You need to learn how to meditate and expand your conscious awareness. Become conscious of everything you're unconscious of. Because if you're unconsciously deluded by your pain, you're more vulnerable to it than ever. You need to become conscious of your pain so that you can see what you're buying into. So this is crucial. Discernment is crucial to determining the true value behind the reality of your existence. Okay? You have to understand this, and you have to act upon it. So you have to learn how to meditate and bring yourself into conscious awareness, because you're too limited in your awareness naturally. You're too unconsciously deluded if you're not consciously expanding your awareness. You need conscious expansion of awareness. You need to expand your awareness. If you don't, you are going to be deluded by this pain. But stop thinking that it's not okay to be a human being. You are a human being, and you have emotions, and you have empathy. Okay? You wouldn't even be going through this if you didn't have that. So you're a human being, and it's okay to be. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be upset by this. It's okay to be traumatized by this. Understand that, okay? Just because you've been conditioned by the army into believing that, oh, you're a big pansy if you start crying now, lad. You're a fucking, you're a big pansy. You're a big girl. Grow a set. Just because the army have conditioned you this way into believing that it's not okay to do that. It is okay to do that. Stop buying into the bullshit of your conditioning as a soldier. Understand that it is, that there's strength in confronting this. It's not weakness, my friend. It's strength. It's true strength. Okay? It's strength to be confronted with this. So understand that, okay? There's strength in this. It's not weakness. Okay? It might seem as humbling to you, but it's the definition of true strength. Okay? And there's a lot of power in this. Okay? So understand, embrace that part of yourself that is human. Embrace your humanity, your emotionality. Embrace these things because it enables you to heal. Okay? When you are feeling all these emotions, yes, you're going to cry. You're going to cry. You're going to get angry. You're going to get sad. Okay? You're going to be afraid sometimes. But there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? It's all a part of integrating your pain. Okay? It's all a part of integrating and discerning the delusions that you've been buying into and the past that you've been defining yourself through for so long. The delusions of your past, the delusions, the dogma of your conditioned belief system that's relevant to the past, and that's even relevant to you being a soldier. So you got to look into the dogma of your conditioning. You've got to investigate the dogmatic beliefs that you've got in your belief system, because everybody has a belief system and everybody's conditioned and you know, by that, like by their experiences. We get conditioned by adopting beliefs from our experiences. You have beliefs that you've adopted through being a soldier and through fighting in a war. So you have to discern what beliefs and investigate and find out what beliefs you have and what beliefs you're buying into on the unconscious level, what beliefs you're not conscious of. And you have to integrate them. But embrace your emotionality. Embrace the times that you get sad and cry. Embrace it, because that is healing. That's healing you. You're healing from your pain. You can't heal from pain that you're not willing to face. If you're not willing to become confronted with your pain, how can you heal your pain? You have to be willing to confront your pain if you want to heal your pain. Okay, and you got to understand this. I'm only here to help you. So but make sure, just don't isolate yourself. Keep yourself involved with some kind of community. Keep yourself engaged. You know, get to know people. Stop isolating yourself because of this bullshit. Okay? Stop isolating yourself because you're buying into bullshit. Get out there. Be engaged with some spiritual communities. Meet new people. You know, and enjoy your life. It's just, but don't fall for these tricks. Don't fall for these tricks and suggestions of telling you to kill yourself. Don't fall for them, because it's your pain. It's just your pain trying to wipe you out. Okay. So don't fall for it. You got to be in discernment of it. You got to see through the bullshit of what's trying to keep you ignorant. It's repulsively trying to keep you ignorant behind the true value of your existence as a human being. Now, I know at this point in your life, you probably don't really know what to do. You probably don't really know what to do with your life. You probably don't know what is the next step for you. But the time for you being a soldier, if you're no longer fit to be a soldier, it's over for you. Your soul has decided that the time is up, my friend. And that you got to accept that the time for you being a soldier is over. You've just got to accept that time is over for you now. And that your soul has decided to experience something new. It's no accident. Your soul on some level must have chosen this. If you're in this position right now. So it's part of your soul process. I know it might be a bit difficult for you to integrate yourself back into societal living because you may not be used to it. But I'm saying, you have to realize that you're a human being, and being a soldier doesn't define you. It doesn't define your self-worth. It doesn't define who you are. It doesn't define your existence. Okay, you're worthy of your existence without being a soldier, and you have to understand this. This is all just things that you're deluding. This is all just bullshit and conditioning you're deluding yourself with, and that's why I'm saying it's crucial for you to investigate your belief system and find out what dogmatic misconceptions you're buying into that's making you uncertain of your self-worth, or making you feel uncertain of your self-worth. Okay. So get involved with communities. Get involved with some kind of communities that's going to bring you some fulfillment, things you're going to enjoy. Even get involved with some kind of spiritual communities if you can. Do what you can to, be involved with people, stay engaged with people, stay involved with people, and make people aware that you need support. Don't be afraid to tell people that you need someone to talk to, that you need support. Don't isolate yourself. Don't leave yourself vulnerable, okay? If you truly care for yourself, you've got to want to have people around you. You've got to want to have the company of other people, okay? If you truly care for yourself, you don't want to be vulnerable in this way, okay? In this process, because it's going to take time to heal this pain, okay? So I'm saying that it is going to come across as humbling. It is going to be difficult to express all this emotion and this sadness and all this crying, okay? But that's crucial to healing it. It's crucial to healing it. You can't heal pain that you're not willing to express, my friend. And you've got to understand this. Where there is a refusal to express pain, there is also the decision to hold on to it. And you're holding on to your pain if you're refusing to express it on some level. So this is something you crucially got to understand. And this is all to help you. This isn't for any other reason other than to help you and to help any other soldier who's struggling with this kind of thing. It's all to just give you a clear mind and discernment of what you need to do and how you need to approach things. You need to bring yourself into conscious awareness. You need to make the unconscious conscious. And you need to understand the true value of your existence and that you're not defined through your past. You're not defined through being a soldier. It doesn't define you as a human being. You're enough and worthy of your life without any of that. And to tell you the truth, you're better off without it too. Because look what it's done to you. So I'm saying you're better off without being a soldier now. So it's just, this is just what your soul has chosen. It's just relevant for you to go in a different direction in life now. So decide what you want to do. You can do all kinds of things with your life. So stop thinking that you can't do anything with your life. There is so much that you can choose to do with your life. So stop thinking that you can't do anything else other than be a soldier. Because it's not true. Okay? So just think about it. And think about what you could be doing that is going to bring you fulfillment. Think about your passions. Think about what you love doing. Okay? Think about what fulfills you. Okay? Think about these things. Think about things that can bring you joy, bring you, passions that can fulfill you, passions that you can enjoy. Just engage in these things. Try to engage with communities. Try and make it clear that you want the support of your loved ones and your friends and your family. Because if you care for yourself, this is what you should be doing. Okay, don't leave yourself isolated and vulnerable. Okay, because I don't want anything to happen to you, and neither does anybody else. So this is, I wouldn't be making this video if that were the case. So I'm just saying, it's all to just help you, and it's all to just help any other soldier who's had difficulty defining themselves through their past and defining themselves through being in the army. But I hope this video helped you, and I hope that you can, understand that there are ways to approach this and that there are ways to heal it. God bless you, my friends, and take care of yourselves. And stay conscious of what you're deluded, what you're deluded by and what you're buying into. Because it's all bullshit. It's all a lie.